Is there any personal experience you've had which made you sensitive to what is otherwise such a large-scale phenomenon?
Thanks, Shoma, and wonderful to be here in this audience. Well, personal experience would be the fact that I was involved in schools. I saw children very up close in front, and my own experiences as a mom, I think that made me realize that there's a lot of problems out there, but the awareness was so little around mental health that one really didn't know where to go to if one had an issue. And that's what really compelled me to get into this, because you realize that there was, lack of awareness, the stigma was a lot, and even if there was awareness, even if one knew that one is going through an issue, you really didn't know where to go. So I think all this was the genesis of Empower, actually, and which was launched about 3 years ago, 4 years now in Jan. And I must say that when we did start, there was just no conversation around it whatsoever. The first press conference that we had, I had all of 2 press people coming in, and it was really dismal. So we've come a long way. I mean, now the fact that we can even have this conversation on a platform like this itself speaks volumes. But of course, a lot yet needs to be done.
So, we didn't have enough time to explore another aspect of Ambuj, which, made him stand out, was that around the time he was in military school, 11, 12 years old, he also began to understand that he had a bisexual identity, and that itself put a lot of pressure on him. He was experimenting, but that not fitting into a norm was an added pressure. And unfortunately, he's not here, but he has a beautiful thing to say. He says that today he's at great peace with that because he's been able to connect with the feminine side of him, and he's very proud of that as well. Being the mother of 3 children, would you help us understand how important it is and how you have dealt with being a different kind of a mother for a different kind of child within your own home?
So I think all kids are very different, and each one has his own or her own potential. And I think as parents, it's very important for us to really nurture that. I think we all tend to want to fit in, and we all want our kids to be following the normal trajectory of, academics, doing well academics, and then either joining the family work or being a professional. But one has to realize that every child is different. Every child comes with his own journey, which is already marked out, and displays different potentials and different talents. And as parents, and being their caregivers, we have to identify and nurture that talent and then help the child grow along that. And that's what we have done as parents, because my daughter, Ananya, is into music. She's a pop singer. So she's following her own path. My son is a cricketer. My youngest is still in school. So I think the idea was just to let them explore and be their own individuals, and let them just let their personalities blossom in the manner that was working out best for them.